Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny. Tonight we're here at Pearl River High School for a rivalry matchup, a district matchup, as Lakeshore travels to take on the Pearl River Rebels. I spoke with both coaches moments ago. Let's hear what they had to say, and we'll get to the action. Pre-game with Coach LaPinto. Coach, it's our first time seeing your team this season. How's your season been going?
It's been going pretty well. The effort the kids have been given have been unbelievable. They're very positive kids, and they work hard every day.
And a rivalry matchup, Lakeshore and Pearl River. What's it going to take to get the win tonight?
Well, they're a very tough team. They're probably one of the better shooting teams in the state. So we just got to guard on the perimeter and hope we can make some shots.
Pre-game with Coach Kendall. Coach, it's our first time seeing your team this season. You're the number 5 team in the state. Tell us how your season's been going.
It's going pretty well. We had a little skid, 2-game skid, but we got back on track Wednesday night. Hoping we'll keep going.
What's it going to take to beat Pearl River here tonight?
We got to keep playing like we always do. We got to move the ball. The more assists we have as a team, we're hard to beat. We got a couple guys that can shoot and guys that can pass. We're pretty effective that way.
So Fowler and Rushing to tip this one off, both about 6'4". Fowler winning the tip there. Went up to Kugler, now back to Fowler. Lakeshore, man wide open. BJ Foster for 2. Multiple players on this Lakeshore basketball team are multi-sport athletes. BJ Foster, of course, a football player for Lakeshore, and that one up and in for Pearl River. Scott Todd, the leading scorer for Pearl River, puts that one up and in, makes it 2-2. Foster looking for an option to pass to, but speaking of multi-sport athletes, here Chris Fowler is a wide receiver for the Lakeshore football team. And there the putback goes from Colby Parker. 4-2 Lakeshore, and this one goes out of bounds. It's Kessler. Tips that one away, so it's a throw-in. For Pearl River, Dro. So up, Rushing. Kick called on Lakeshore. Quick throw in there for the Rebels. Feeding it back to DiMaggio. Up off the mark, and Fowler hauls it in. BJ Foster brings it up court. Fowler outside, 3-point attempt. Off the mark from Parker. Rushing keeps it in bounds. Inside, getting it to DiMaggio, back. 3-point attempt is off the mark. Pearl River gets, that was Scott Todd with the rebound and the 2 points. 4 points for Todd, the leading scorer for Pearl River. Here's Kugler. Up to Fowler, up and in off the glass. Jumper, drains it. Todd. Tied up 6-6. Here's Kugler off, over the rim. Dro. Bounce pass, here's Rushing. Fowler comes down with the rebound. Wow, tipped away and back into Caleb Dro's possession. Wow, a deep 3. Off the mark, Fowler comes down with it. Fowler slings it out to Parker. And a foul called on Pearl River. Senior Zach Hayes checks in. Kugler looking for an option to pass it into, finds Hayes to Parker. Kugler lofts it up. Off the mark. Good second effort there by Kugler. Trying to tip it up and in, but didn't go, and now a foul called on Hayes. Rushing inbounds to DiMaggio. Bounce pass back. They have Todd open. Here's Rushing. Hayes comes down with the rebound, and Foster quickly going the other way. Errant pass there. He was looking for Kugler. Kugler out of position from where he wanted to pass it to. Stripped away. Deep three. Drains it. My goodness, Caleb Drow. It's at 9-6 now. Kugler. And one. Foul called on Rushing. So it'll send Kugler to the line to shoot. Looking to tie it up, but it's score and respond this whole game so far. Kugler ties it up. So 9-9, 3:57 to go here in the first. Rushing, driving up and off the mark. Rushing, putback goes. 11-9. Pearl River leading. Parker looking for an option to pass to. Slapped away and out of bounds. That'll be a Lakeshore throw in. So Kugler to throw it in. Launches it up there for Foster. Kept in. Here's Parker for three. Drains it. Parker 5 points on the night so far. Deep three. Off the mark. Parker averages 17 points per game on the season. Parker off the glass and in. Now it's 7 points, and we have a timeout on the floor. 2:51 to go here in the first. Lakeshore leading 14-11. Coming out of the timeout. Here's Rushing for three, off the mark. Kept inbounds, but into Lakeshore possession, and that's a foul. Yeah, I looked back at the camera to see if Dave got that. And this one lofted up to Foster. Here's a three-point attempt for Lakeshore. Here up to Rushing. Swatted down by Kugler. Now loose ball. Pearl River able to save it. Up off the mark. And Kugler comes away with it. And BJ Foster up and in. 4 points on the night for the junior. 16-11, Lakeshore leading. Rushing off the mark. Good job by Hayes tipping it back. Here's Foster going the other way. Foster is fouled. Foster to the line to shoot for the Titans. Sinks it. (17-11) Lakeshore leading. Drains the second one. .90 ticks left in the first. Jumper goes. Caleb Giroux. Oh, Fowler reached for that one. Off the mark. Pass. Three-point attempt. Off the mark. Fowler looking to come down with it, and Kugler, after the loose ball, Kugler comes away with it, and a foul's called. So Kugler to throw in right here in front of our broadcast area. Kugler, wow, launching it out there. Good hustle and effort from Foster. Kugler driving up and in. Sinks it. Three-point attempt. Parker drains it. 18 points away from 1,000. It's Colby Parker. Holding on to the ball as the clock runs down. 8 seconds on the clock. Three-point attempt. Off the mark at the buzzer. So at the end of the first, Lakeshore leads 23-15. Top of the second. Here's DiMaggio. Up and foul called on the Titans. Called on Gardash. DiMaggio drains the first one. Second one goes. 23-17, Lakeshore leading. Here's 7:37 to go. Driving there, Brendan Perry fouled by Jody DiMaggio. Gardash to throw this one in. Parker. To Brendan Perry. Perry puts it up for Fowler. Fowler off the glass and in. Great teamwork there. Brendan Perry and Chris Fowler, both members of the Lakeshore football team. A great semifinal run this season. Brendan Perry, a 4-year starter at defensive back for Coach Jones. Lakeshore leading 25-17 here in the second. So Ben Kugler throwing this one in. Kugler recently reached 1,000 points on his career at Lakeshore. Now here tonight, we're looking to see if Colby Parker will hit 1,000. 3-point attempt rims out. Justy Arsenault goes up and gets that one. 3-point attempt from the senior. It's off the mark, and Pearl River comes away with it. Jody DiMaggio. DiMaggio off the mark, Arsenault, and that's a foul. That one called on DiMaggio. Parker subbing out as BJ Foster checks in. Justy Arsenault sinks the first. Drains the second one. Lakeshore leading 27-17. Fowler coming away with it quickly, going the other way, looking to spin, puts it up off the glass and in. 6 points on the night for the senior Fowler. This one launched out long. And too much on it. So Kugler inbounds to BJ Foster. Foster, 3-point attempt, drains it. Swish. Nine points on the night for Foster. DiMaggio dumps it off to Dro. Foul called on Perry. Tipped away. Pearl River getting it back. Three-point attempt, long three, over the rim. And that'll be a throw-in for the Rebels. Bounce pass, Rushing puts it up, and Rushing's fouled. Called on Kugler. Rushing sinks the first one. So Isaiah Rushing, second shot coming. Hayes comes away with it. Hayes up to Kassler. Kassler. Here's Perry. Dishing it to Hayes, and that's a foul. Called on Rushing. They called on Isaac Rushing, 6'5" junior. First shot's off the mark. Second one off the mark. Pearl River comes away with it. Here's Jody DiMaggio. Three-point attempt. Rushing comes down with it. Jumper. And Pearl River coming away with it once again. DiMaggio looking to dish it to Rushing. Rushing up and in. Isaiah Rushing, 6 points on the night. Inbounds to Brendan Perry. Perry saw a lane. Oh, swatted down. Isaiah Rushing. Parker to throw it in. Parker finds Hayes. Hayes. Good defense there again. Isaac Rushing. Pass out. Here's a three-point attempt for the Rebels. Hayes coming down with the rebound. Here's Kobe Parker. Parker lofting it up and in. 16 points away from 1,000 for the senior Parker. Dump down, here's Rushing. Foster has a lane. Easy enough, up and in. And we have a timeout on the floor. 2:41 to go here before half. Lakeshore up 36-22. Deep three attempt. Up and in. Kugler for three. Hits off the front edge of the rim. Rushed that one. Here's Parker to Kessler. Fowler up and in. 8 points on the night for the senior Fowler. So Lakeshore leads 38-24. Now Rushing off the mark. Kugler comes down with it. Kugler up and in. Three-point. And Kugler comes down with it as it's off the mark. Kugler going back the other way. Bounce pass, Foster off the glass and in. DJ Foster for two. And another timeout on the floor. DiMaggio, pass up. Oh, golly, swatted down by Fowler.
Hey, tell him why zero. Hey, tell him why zero. They call the same play. Hey, Ben, he called the same seal play. This ain't Kansas City.
Throw in coming. DiMaggio lofts it up to Rushing. Drew. DiMaggio looking for an option to pass to. Kicks it out. Three-point attempt. Off the edge of the rim. Parker gets it back quickly the other way to Kassler. Kassler wide open lane off the glass, up and in. Richard Kassler. Rushing up and in. 10 points on the night for the junior. Here's Foster. B.J. Foster's had a stellar night and still have another half to play after this one. 46-26, Lakeshore leading here with 12 seconds to go in the half. DiMaggio holding it. 5 seconds to go. This one up and off the mark. Kugler lofts this one up and off the mark. So at the half, Lakeshore leads 46-26. Kicking off the second half, it's Kugler inbounds to B.J. Foster. Lakeshore leading 46-26 here in this district rivalry matchup. Colby Parker here driving, and it's picked off as he was trying to pass it there to Fowler. But Parker 16 points away from reaching 1,000 on his career. Todd, the leading scorer for Pearl River here tonight, has been kept to 6 points. DiMaggio. That one falls. DiMaggio now with 4 points on the night. Here's Foster. Fowler comes up with it, up and in. And one. 10 points on the night for the senior Fowler. Looking to make it 11 here. Drains it. So Lakeshore leads 49-28. Bounce pass over to DiMaggio. Here's Rushing. Hook. Jody DiMaggio throwing this one in. Inbounds, Rushing up off the mark. Kugler looking to come down with it, and that'll be Lakeshore ball as it was out of bounds off of the leg of a Pearl River player. Bounce passes this one into Richard Kassler. Kassler passing it out to Foster. And that one blocked. Blocked down there by Scott Todd. Oh. That one came loose. Let's see. Yeah, Lakeshore ball. So Kugler into Kassler. Foster, three-point attempt, drains it, perfect. $18 points on the night for the junior B.J. Foster. There, Fowler Picks it off, going the other way. Fowler up off the mark, and Rushing comes away with it. This one's slung out, and Parker lets it go. Throw in coming for the Titans. Kugler into Foster. Kugler has a lane up and in. Wide open. Seven points on the night for Ben Kugler. Nair lost the handle on it. Foster saves it. Parker off the mark. Nair losing the handle. Oh! They say play on. Back into Pearl River possession. Jumps through. This one way up there. And a foul called. Foul called on Kugler. Long pass there, Fowler. Kugler hauls it in, up, and Kugler's fouled by Isaiah Rushing. Kugler drains the first one. Subbing in Austin Wadsworth. Wadsworth, a freshman, 6'2" freshman for Coach Lapinto. This one over to Dro. Good ball movement here, Pearl River. Kicking it out. Thought about taking the three. Yep. So Lakeshore ball once again. That's the third time tonight for Pearl River. Foster to Parker. Kugler for three. And one. Fowler fouled there. Fowler to the line to shoot. 14 points on the night for Fowler. 58-28, Lakeshore leading. 3:36 to go here in the third. Wadsworth, they're losing the handle on it. Oh, Kugler launches it way up. It hits the rafters. So that'll be a throw in for Pearl River. Kicked out. Losing the handle on it. Here's Kugler up to Fowler. Fowler off the mark. DiMaggio going back the other way. Slapped out to BJ Foster. Kugler puts it up, and one for Kugler. Ten points on the night for Kugler, looking to make it 11 here as Lakeshore hit 60 to 28 here with 2:58 remaining in the third. Drains it. Deep three attempt, DiMaggio drains it, wow, from downtown. 7 points on the night for the junior Jody DiMaggio. Lakeshore leading 61-31. Kugler out, here's Brendan Perry. Up, oh, over the rim, Kugler comes up with it. Tipped back and we have a foul. Drew with the inbound. Oh, wow, taken away by Gardash. And a slippage there on the court. Kugler called with the travel. So checking the spot on the floor to make sure it's safe to play. Up off the side of the backboard and back into Lakeshore possession. Gardash getting around Wadsworth. Up and off the mark. Hayes comes down with it, puts it back up. Loose ball. Here's Kugler out. Gardash for three. Hayes. Off the mark. Hayes comes down with it, and they're going to say it went over the backboard, meaning it's out of bounds. Under a minute to go here in the third. This one over to DiMaggio. Three-point attempt. Caleb Drow gets it. Out. Deep three. DiMaggio trains it. 10 points on the night. Lofted up. Off the mark, and Rushing comes away with it now with 18 seconds to play here in the third. Five seconds. DiMaggio driving, kicks it out. Wadsworth up, off the mark at the buzzer. So at the end of the third, Lakeshore leads 61-34. Top of the fourth, Lakeshore leading 61-34. Wadsworth puts it up and in. Freshman first points of the night. Foster kicks it out. 3-point attempt. Off the mark. Fowler fighting for it. Now a loose ball. And it's a jump ball. So that's going to go to Pearl River. Check that to Lakeshore. Lofted up to Parker. Parker off the mark, and that's going to be swatted away by DiMaggio. Stolen away by Pearl River. Up to Wadsworth. Wadsworth up off the mark, and Fowler gets a hold of it. Going back the other way. Here's Fowler to Parker. Parker up and in. 14 points away from 1,000 for Colby Parker. This went over to DiMaggio. Wow, my goodness, DiMaggio for three. 63-39 Lakeshore. Kassler. Foster with the bucket. 20 points on the night for BJ Foster. As Lakeshore leads 65-39. And a travel, travel called on Pearl River. Bounce pass to Kassler. Up and in. Kassler 4 points on the night, looking to make it 5 here. Off the front edge of the rim, and Pearl River comes down with it. Wadsworth. DiMaggio off the mark. Wadsworth's pass goes wide. Rogue out of bounds. And they're saying Lakeshore touched it last, so it's a Pearl River throw-in. Inbound to Caleb Drow. Foul called on the Titans. So DiMaggio drains the first one. $14 points on the night for Jody DiMaggio. Make that, nope, off the mark. So 14, 5:34 to go here in the fourth. This went up to Rushing. Rushing off the glass and in. 5:30 to go here in the game. Here's BJ Foster up and in, and he's fouled. $22 points for BJ Foster. Looking to make it 23 here. Make that 23. Lakeshore leads 70-42. Bounce pass goes, yeah, it looks like it went out off Fowler. Three-point attempt. Going the other way. Kugler pops it up to Fowler. Fowler with the slam. He's been wanting it all game. "16 points on the game for Chris Fowler. Went out to Dro. Rushing. Rims out, up and over the backboard. So that'll be a Lakeshore throw-in. Foster. Arsenault for three. 75-42. Here DiMaggio up to Rushing. Rushing turns, puts it up. Off the mark. Here's Kugler going the other way. Kugler to Arsenault. And they're going to get Arsenault with the travel. And that pass off the mark. Looking for Todd. Up and in, BJ Foster. "25 points on the night for Foster. Tremendous game from the junior. No look pass, Colby Parker going the other way. Parker up and in. Now Parker 12 points away from 1,000. No look pass, Rushing, drains it. Isaac Rushing. Arsenault dishing it back to Kugler. Parker for three. Drains it. 9 points away from 1,000. And we have a timeout on the floor as Lakeshore leads 82-44 with 2:56 to go in the fourth. Three-point attempt. Off the mark. There is Dietrich comes down with it. Up and in. Justy Arsenault. 84-44. Kicking it out. Three-point attempt. Hayes comes down with it. Perry up to Gardash. Gardash for three. Off the mark, and Rushing comes away with it. 2 minutes left to play here in the game with Lakeshore up 84-44. They're floating those passes over. That gives Lakeshore more time to swarm to the ball. They already move quickly to it. Foul there called on Hayes. So Isaac rushing to the line to shoot. Ryan Bernard checking into the game for the Lakeshore Titans. Bernard, another multi-sport athlete for Lakeshore, another football player, also playing on the basketball team. He plays offensive and defensive line for the Titans. Bernard looking for an option to pass it to, gets it out to Perry. Hayes puts it up off the mark, going the other way is DiMaggio. And this will be a throw-in for Lakeshore. Player went down on the opposite side of the court for Pearl River. He's off. No extra time for an injury timeout. Inbounds to DiMaggio. Deep three, drains it. He is talented. My goodness. 12 points off threes in this one. All of them have been deep, like not right at the line, well off. Under a minute to play. DiMaggio up off the mark. Arsenault with the rebound. And they're going to call the double dribble. Michael Doolittle checks in. 5'11" sophomore for Coach Lapinto. Goudreau bringing this up. Dishes it out to Todd. Todd driving up, and Hayes comes down with it. Here's Perry to Arsenault. Arsenault saves it, keeps it in. And out of bounds. That'll be a Lakeshore ball. Should be. No, they say Pearl River ball. They say it was last touched by Lakeshore. To me, it looked like it was last touched by Pearl River. 13 seconds on the clock. And that'll go out of bounds. And the buzzer will sound to end the game as Lakeshore wins 84-49. So let's send our thank yous to those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Trey Folse, our director of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, cameraman, editor, and coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams. You are now leaving the Prep Zone.